All right, Wargaming enthusiasts, the gaming question of the day, independent of systems, but very important, Wargaming Do-Overs. When do they happen? Do you allow it? And from the perspective of building a gaming community, should it be allowed? How do we approach it on there? My perspective is, in terms of taking a move back or readjusting something, this isn't quite chess, where once your hand leaves that piece, that's it, the move is locked. But I believe if you've already committed to something, you can't take it back. So my definition would be, if it's the movement turn, if we're looking at kind of, 40K as an example, if I'm moving my units on the table, and I move forward a unit, and then I suddenly decide, I think I want to take it back, and instead of moving it to the left, move it to the right. Okay, I'm not going to be able to get it perfectly back in the same position because it's not a hex or a grid type gaming table, but I might get it close enough. And what am I really going to gain in space and time by pushing it in another direction on there? Or if I activate a number of units and then suddenly I realize based on the game turn, I should have activated this unit first. Okay, I think that's okay if an opponent does that also. It's not really going to change the overall impact of the game. And I want my opponent to play the best game that I can. I want that victory to be literally a true victory. But after we've moved those units, once you've gone into a new phase of the game, if it's the shooting phase, if it's the assault phase, if it's kind of the physical attack phase and battle tech, at that point, there is no taking back. So if I move my mech forward in the movement phase, and now we're in that shooting phase, and I realize, actually I'd like to be on the other side of the table to kind of throw some dice weight somewhere else, we're in a new phase. And certainly I believe the dice being paramount, once you've rolled those dice, once they've hit the table, there is no taking it back. So if I've got my mech sitting there and I declare my targets, even though I've declared it, before I roll those dice, if I want to shoot at another target, okay, maybe. I mean, this is what I would have no problem allowing in a game, or if my opponent wanted to do, no problem with that. So I think there should be some limited takebacks in the spirit of a good game, in the spirit of building community. But once you've rolled those dice, live or die, the results are locked in stone. Admittedly, in a tournament play, things need to be a little bit tighter. Things need to be a little bit possibly more draconian. This way it's fair. It's absolutely fair for everybody on that perspective. Wargaming takebacks. Yes, no, extremely forgiving, or extremely draconian.